Hi, welcome to my video on how to add an LTI link into your Canvas section to link your course roster from Canvas onto Tevera. And as many of you know, the Tevera is the new online assessment system that the master's program is going to be using for all program-related evaluations starting in fall 2020. And the purpose of this task here is to make it easy for you to add all of your students in your Canvas course to your Tevera section. So by doing this, what we're going to do is we're going to create an assignment, but it won't actually be an assignment in the traditional sense where students will submit or upload something to a Dropbox. Rather, we're going to create a link, and by clicking on this electronic link, students will be automatically added to your Canvas section. So it'll be important once we create the links just to send out an announcement or tell your students to please log on to the Canvas section and then click on this link we're about to create, which will then automatically add them to your Tevera section. So we start out the same way as we would for any assignment. So we click here on Add an Assignment. And you can call it whatever you would like. So for me, this is under my 598 section. So I don't have any students actually enrolled in this Canvas section, but it would look the same if it were a class that you have students enrolled in. So what I do is I just have a standard format. So I have the name of the class. This is my 598 section. I call it Enroll in Tevera, and then I put the program in parentheses. But really, you can call this link whatever you want. I would just encourage you to label it so students realize this is the link to add them to Tevera. So then the only other thing we have to do is scroll down under submission type, and the default here would actually be either no submission or it's usually online submission. So to create this link, we want to change the default online submission by clicking this arrow to external tool. And then once we have the external tool selected, you want to click on this find button, and then we've worked with ICT to automatically add Tevera into an external tool. So what you want to do is scroll down and click on Tevera CMHC, and then once you have it highlighted, say select. And then all we do now is say save and publish, and it might take a second to load, but this will automatically generate that electronic link that by clicking on it, students will automatically be added to your Tevera section. So you see it's pretty cool. It automatically embeds Tevera into your Canvas section. And one thing I should have mentioned earlier, if you haven't already, please register for Tevera before doing this, because I think if you're not registered in Tevera, this won't come up. So anyway, let's just double check to see that it works. So if you're doing this process, this is all you have to do. You're finished. You can go ahead and click out and just make sure to tell your students to please log on to Canvas and click on the link under the Assignments tab. But for our purposes, let's just double check here and make sure that it works. So I'm going to go ahead and search for the class 598. And yep, there we go. So here's the class assignment that we just created. So this might be more than you need to know for this video, but in case you're interested, what we've done is we've already created course templates for each of the MAC/MHC classes that have the program assessments automatically built into them. So by doing this, you'll actually be creating the section of the course for your semester. So if, let's say I was teaching 598, which was, let's pretend it's a core MAC/MHC class. If I was teaching that in fall 2020, by doing this, what would happen is it would actually take that template and create a fall 2020 section. So not only will having students click on this link automatically populate your roster, it will actually create a section of the course which you'll use at the end of the semester to fill out the program evaluations for that particular class. And lastly, one thing I'll also be sending you in my email is the Tevera's instruction page for doing this. So this is basically the same thing I've just showed you, just as an instruction page on how to add this link. So whatever one you find most helpful, I would encourage you to use. All right, well, thank you for your time and attention. And if you have any questions, just please let me know. And again, I appreciate all of your support in helping us make the transition to Tevera. Thanks, everyone.